deals you didn't do this offseason that would have been bad deals? Are there things you could have or should have done to put the team in a better position right now?
I don't think there's anything that was on the table that I could have pulled down that would make a difference. No. So, but in terms of comments that you're talking about with Hal on we're not done, I think we're certainly exploring a lot of efforts with our. If you look at our roster, we're deep on the infield side, and so we're obviously pursuing opportunities from trading from area of strength. But if we got the right value, if we didn't get the right value, they would make sense. So no, I don't see any missed opportunities. Myself and our staff are constantly looking to see what's available. Time of year stuff, April, May, June are not. If you ask me a question of in the winter time or even March, like, hey, what's your biggest fear coming out in the early portion of the season? On behalf of all general managers, I would say you don't want to get wrecked with injuries early, because trying to go outside the organization to deal with that is pretty difficult. In today's game, things, trying to get players or acquire players elsewhere to fill your needs. It's not like the NBA with the G League, where you can just pick and choose whatever you want playing anywhere in the G League and pop them in if you have a rash of injuries. You just obviously have to have what you're dealing with internally here, and and it just has not been good enough. In the position we're in, we're going to be thankful that it's a long season, because we're banged up so bad right now. If it was a short season, we'd be taken out. But we have time to make up ground, and we're going to compete with who we have here, and we look forward to getting who we need back at a later date. Don't give up on us. That's all I can tell you. Don't count us out. Don't give up on us. We got a good group of people, player-wise, staff-wise, support staff-wise. It's a championship caliber operation from that perspective, but we're not currently flying, at the level that we would have expected, because we're missing some really important pieces, which I think anybody would acknowledge. But in the meantime, it's also part of it, and you got to withstand it. So you got to find a way to continue to tread some water at the very least, and not slide too far out of it while we're waiting on some important pieces.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Anzo. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Brian Cashman and basically how the Yankees in general are fumbling the bag. Yes, you can look at the Mets. Yes, you can look at these other teams that spend a lot of money, but yet they're not even first place. But when it comes to the Yankees, we did hear from Brian Cashman, and basically he said a whole lot of nothing. Like a politician, just saying a bunch of stuff and not really getting to the point. He was interviewed and he was asked if there were any regrets necessarily that he had over the offseason, maybe things that he wished he would have done. But he just said the same thing that we would all expect him to say, is that we had a bunch of infielders and he tried to make some moves to get the same type of value back or even better. But obviously he didn't get anything back. So we did not see the trade of a Gleyber Torres or potentially an Anthony Volpe or any of those type of names. Yet the Yankees are facing a bunch of injuries, and that is one of the biggest causes for them to be in last place right now. Even though they won yesterday's game on a nice little walk-off, the Yankees have a lot of catching up to do. And Brian Cashman's response to that is that, hey, if it was a shortened season, we would be out, but it's not. And we still have a lot of time, and don't count us out. Of course, we're going to hear that. I mean, he had to say, oh, yeah, we're working on a big deal or whatever in the offseason, yet there was nothing really big that came out of that. And when we look at Rodon, he's injured. Now he's having back issues. It's starting to look like a bad contract, at least in the beginning. Obviously, there's a bunch more time, but damn, did Scott Boras just finesse the Yankees once more with another player that is injured and isn't going to produce? Let me know what you guys think down below. But right now, it's just pretty frustrating as a Yankee fan to see this be last place. But of course, there is still hope. This is just the start of the season. There's a chance to keep going up. I mean, at the end of the day, I keep thinking about the fact that the standings look like it should be inverse, It should be the other way around. It should be the opposite. And the standings should have been like this, maybe years in the past, right? You had the Yankees, the Red Sox, and then you have the Toronto Blue Jays, then you have the Orioles, and then you have the Rays. And at one point, I'm sure that was the actual standings, but now it's inverse, and now you got the Rays on top, and so on. And so let me know your thoughts down below. Vent down below. Let me know your frustration about the season so far. Is there any trades that you think Brian Cashman could have made or should have made that would have made a difference on this team? We see what the Mets have done. They went out there, got every player, and yet they are still not on top. They're actually third in their division. So, I mean, sometimes spending money doesn't get you there. But what matters isn't how you start, but how you finish. And the Yankees still have a lot of time, so don't lose all hope. But definitely it is annoying to hear from Brian Cashman because of his history. Season in and season out, we keep getting the same results. But anyways, what can we do? All we got to do is just keep on watching. Hopefully the Yankees can pick it back up. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.